Well. Hello, everybody. It is time. We're back for assembly SE2. Let's code an AI together. So I'm Drekken, and we've been for the last couple of weeks coding our AI bots that we want to win. And we've gone back and forth between our microbot and our Protoss melee bot. And I think we're gonna finish up these two fixes that we've been working on today. I think we can get that done today. If you are just joining me and you are trying to remember what we were working on, uh, the we're working on our Protoss bot right now. It has cannon rush problems and a zergling flood problems. We're trying to stop that from being a big deal over and over again. So it's one of those things where we haven't quite solved, you know, what that means for us as bot makers, like how we're going to deal with this. We have it partially finished. So last time we actually finished getting the zealot to go into the hole, but we couldn't get it to move. We didn't have a solution yet on how to get him to move out of there when something came. So I did some research. I looked up and some solutions we could probably play around with, and so we're going to test those solutions and see how to fix that, and then we will probably go back to the cannon rush. And I think that should be what we'll do today. Today's going to be a short session where we will try to get these two fixes done and out the door today. In the meantime, let's get into the coding. Oh, that was not the right thing. Bam. Okay, so hopefully you're excited. Let's get the music back up. And all right. So normally what we'd normally want to do is every session we start off, and just for again, if you're just starting, this is our peer programming session. It is encouraged, you're in the mob, to give those code reviews, to give those backseat thoughts, obviously in a respectful manner. And if you are in the membership, if you're in part of our AI Makers Club, AI Makers, you should be actually in the Discord. I'm going to code this together, so you join up with us. And if you're in the watching it later on the VOD, feel free to drop your thoughts, suggestions in a respectful manner in the comments. Okay. But, when I say this, but, we are not going to do a review. I actually want to show you something really cool. And let's see if I can get this to work. Yeah, let's see if this will work first time. I don't know how stream friendly this is, so I maybe won't do it all the time. Oh snap, okay. That's not actually gonna work. Crap, okay. I have to turn on. Yeah, I thought so. I thought it might break. Let's try this. Turn this on. Okay, so this is not very stream friendly, I think. So I don't know if I'll use it specifically for the stream, but I think it's kind of cool. So let's, uh-oh. Is it not gonna work for the stream? Uh-oh. Maybe I need to close it and reopen it. Try again. Make sure I have the up-to-date version. Oh, you know what? Sorry, Docker is not open. Is it not open? Do I have Docker not? No, it should be fine. Docker. Can I have to turn them on? What are all these proxy controllers? I don't remember them being here before. Ooh, okay. Yeah, there are a bunch of proxy controllers, so let's just turn that one on. See if this starts up. Okay, it's on. Oh, I don't think I need to, actually that doesn't need to be on. That's for playing the Probots games. I just need to make sure this was on. You know what, maybe I'll just play replay and we can just show the replay. Oh, you guys can't even see it. My bad. Oh my god, I'm just like sitting here and the screen's not turning on. I have to turn this back on somehow. There we go. That was weird. Okay, let's start this again. And then I'll probably pop up a new terminal. Got a bunch of terminals here. Just kill them. Let's see if this will work. Oh, it broke. Okay. Well, we're not gonna. Let's see if I can just get the replays working. I know the replays at least work. Okay. Unless it doesn't want to work. Wow. Let's try again. Let's try a different replay. Maybe I should close Docker and open it again. Let's try this one. Start the replay. Man. Okay, maybe I'll restart the container. Maybe I'll just also restart Docker as well. Just get everything restarted and so I was gonna show you guys something I think is really cool, but might be broken. Yeah, I think might be broken. Oh no. Let me quit Docker. Bring Docker back up. And then maybe close this up. Close this up. See if maybe there's an update for StarCraft 2 AI. Strange, it's not even popping up. Weird. Okay. StarCraft 2. Yeah, something's up. Maybe I'll just. And the thing is, I don't want to make this whole thing about. Let's do a kill. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. test. Oh, my cameras might have just all died too. Uh-oh. Where did all my... Uh-oh. Okay, 1 second, guys. My OBS like crashed. Give me a sec. Okay, hopefully I am back. And then let's see if I can get this back up and running. Okay, whew, okay. We're kind of back up and running. Now let's see if we can get this working again. Unable to connect to StarCraft 2. Maybe you have to restart. Okay, now let's try this again. I may not be able to show this off today. We'll give this one last shot and then... Oh. Man, what a hassle. Now it's working. Maybe? Ah, okay. Holy crap, that was a lot of work. Anyways, it's working now, though. Is this cool? You watch the replay right in the IDE. So we can actually like watch and review the replays right here, and I don't have to do anything. We can just kind of chill. I don't have to open up a whole new screen, and we can just kind of debug right from our IDE, which is super cool. Love it. I need to find out, how do I change? Is it just this regular hotkeys as replays? Can I switch to different perspective? No? Okay. I'll have to talk to Stefan about that, because right now, as you can see, it's not showing my bot's perspective. Oh, I still can click on this stuff, though, it seems. If I click on here, will it show the full data? Oh, it's in the output, no? Terminal? There it is, stats and chat. So yeah, we can actually see what's going on here in the replay. I thought was really cool. Hopefully you think that's cool as well. Where's my water? Actually, can we zoom in? Let's see if we can zoom in here. This is a little, like, this is a... Can we back up a bit? This is not 10 seconds. I was talking to, he's saying it was 10 seconds. This is not 10 seconds. We need a faster, like, way to go back. Or a hotkey or something. Anyways, but we can actually pinpoint when this Ling flood actually broke through. Go back, go back, go back. Yeah, scrubbing this is very painful. I'll have to say that. But it's cool regardless because we can like look, we can see down and like kind of, I can like click and see what the bot was thinking at the time. Perhaps no. Oh, but it's not on my bot. It's on the NPC. I have to figure out how to change that. She might even be able to ask Stefan right now. How do you change perspective? Because when the game replay starts, it's on the other bot. Okay, so let's see if I can. Yeah, I would like to, for example, it's not showing my step actions. So I'm gonna guess that's because it's showing the other bot's step actions, perhaps. I don't know. Or actually, it's because it's the replay. Sorry, you know what? It's not showing it because it's not my bot. It's the we're not playing it from thing. We're playing it from the replay. Ah, the question still applies though. Oh, this is as far as we can go. Okay. Anyways, I just wanted to I would show you that. I thought that was really cool. We can actually play around a little bit with this. We can see the stats, I think. Yeah, you can see the stats of the unit. This might mean we can actually try getting the game to work. Let's see if we can get the game to work. Let's pick a random. That's fine. Okay, good. It works. It works. It works. Okay. So yeah, something's up with Docker and it maybe not, maybe gone to sleep or something. I don't know. Oh. Why is it not loading? I just realized it's like still sitting there. Just says loading for ladder game. Okay, well, we're not gonna fuck around with this any longer. Can I just exit out of it? I showed it to you. You guys thought it was cool, and we'll call it a day on that. How do I get out now? Can I just close this and it's done? Nope. Just close this, I guess. And then let's just make sure it works regularly. New terminal. Should we just run regularly and without? Okay. Make sure it just runs regularly, because if we can't, okay. It looks like we're loading. We're back in business. I think. Yeah, it looks like we're back in business. Okay. Load up, load up, load up. We're waiting for the loading. Okay. I think we are ready to jump in. It looks like everything's working. All right. Uh, let's jump into some coding with the bot.py. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm also just uploading a YouTube video as we speak. I also make sure. All right, we'll just leave this for now. Let's okay, so where does our gatekeeper go? Gatekeeper. So gatekeeper is actually coming from, where is this gatekeeper coming from? Is this combat? This is probably combat. In the combat hub. Okay, so gatekeeper. So I have some code that we can use to play around with this gatekeeper. Let's see if I can grab it. Let's should I pull up our, let's see if I can pull up our notes, and we'll kind of play with the pseudocode, not the pseudocode, but like the code as it looks. I'm gonna pull up a notepad. Everything's loading. So I want to kind of show you the code that I have, and then we'll kind of we'll inspect the code and see how we can make it work for us. I need to open up my bookmarks. I'm just like telegraphing what I'm doing. Protoss melee bot. Perfect. But I need to actually give me a sec. I had to actually like pop that out. Now it's just like all my notes are popping out. Ah! Oh my god. This is not my day. Just not my day. Yeah, that VS Code is, I think, very promising. Oh my god. Girl, help me stop. Which window is that? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, let's try this once more. Protoss melee bot. Okay, and then let's pop it over. Okay, here we go. So yeah, Kubi, I agree. I think the extension is really good. I don't know if I would say, like, I don't know if I'm gonna, it doesn't feel very code. I say it doesn't feel very stream friendly. I mean, actually, I'll let you guys. I kind of like having the whole, see the game when we're streaming. When I'm coding on my laptop, I'm 100% gonna, I just use it myself on my laptop because it just takes up less. But okay, so we have this code here. Maybe actually, so it's like 4 unit in gatekeeper units. Distance to gate float equals side distance to squared unit. Why is it squared? I actually found some of this code. I talked to Rasper about it. I want to make sure I understand the code before I pop it in here. He actually uses move, so he actually uses the ability move command. I don't necessarily have to do that. But he's the Eris framework guy, so he's going to use everything that's that way. So I want to understand here. The idea here is that if there are close ground enemies, then we worry about ensuring that the gate is closed. Otherwise, just give it a more move command to the position. Not okay, that's smart. So you just like you only worry about if it's closed. If there's close ground, what is a close ground unit to what though? What does he have here? Shoot target in range. Is this just like the attack? What I also notice is he's not using. No, he does have a unit move. Okay. What I don't see though is how is he checking for the enemy unit? Distance to gate float, size squared, unit dot position, gatekeeper position. It's not close. It's not a close ground unit though. Distance to gate. Or is that actually not how he does it? Gatekeeping maneuver. He made a maneuver out of it? Weird. Else if distance to gate is 15. I get what he... Oh, if close enemy. There it is. If close enemy, that's the part. If there's an enemy close. So if there's an enemy close, then he does the gatekeeper command, maneuver, da-da-da. Gatekeeping maneuver, add shoot target in range. I don't know. So use the ability move, but he's not doing hold position because I think you need to do hold position to make this work. Unless it's built in here. Shoot target in range. I'm gonna ask him. Even though we're not gonna get an answer tonight, but like, did you use shoot target in range? Oops, I should have actually. We're just gonna modify this code and use it for our own purposes. Okay. I'm gonna take this code and I'm gonna actually use this myself. So we have, here we go, for da-da-da, and if not gate position. So we kind of have it a reverse. So if not gate keep position. So this is like if it exists, then if there's no position, that's right. So for each gatekeeper and gate here, so we can actually do the, we can pop his code in here and we'll kind of just pick it apart. So he goes 4 unit gatekeeper, which we already have, distance to gate, the float. So he squares off the float, the distance to the gate. So we can actually go distance to gate is float squared unit to the gatekeeper position. So we can actually use this code here. We'll just toss this in here. We'll go like, it's probably a cleaner way of doing this, but did I actually did I cut and paste it out of my, I copied and pasted it. You know what we'll do? We'll just copy and paste the things we need, and so I'll just take a couple stuff here, and I'll just modify this, and I'll go like here, and then I'll go back here. So go like 4 gate and gatekeeper. I feel like you can just do this here. Distance to gate equals float. So we need to import that in. Oh, he's interesting. He's using that for the unit positions to check if the gate closer to the gatekeeper position. Gatekeep position. We use gatekeep position. He checks each individual unit's distance. So we'd have to put it in here. Oh, it's gate. So it's gate. And so we need to import this in here. psi distance to squared. I don't know why you do psi distance to square. Actually, let's add this so it's psi distance squared, just in case we have it already there somewhere else. What was this position in that code? That was unit dot position. I think it's just unit dot POS. Unit dot POS. Or is it position? Oh, unit dot position. So distance to gate equals float equals to the squared. So I want to make sure I understand the logic here. So then he checks if there's a close enemy. So like if there's an enemy close, so first things first. Gatekeeping maneuver. We're not going to use this because I don't feel like making a whole maneuver for it. So it's like, okay, if the enemy is close. Oh, he tells it to attack the unit. So if there's an enemy close, then attack that unit, right? Oh, attack the close enemy. Okay, so what we could actually do is like, okay, if there's an enemy, attack it. But weird, because I would actually kind of want to. Oh, sorry, Cubianimus. I believe that distance squared is just optimization. Distance squared is radius. Radius is faster than calculating that distance. Okay, got it. That makes sense. So what we'll do is like, okay, so first things we'll do also add if there's an enemy. So if close enemy. Actually, do I already have a close enemy call in here somewhere? I already have something for close enemy, don't I? All close. I have all close, but it's not in this. It's not in here. Can we just say enemy unit? Because what does he have? He has close enemy. If close enemy, which I presume he defines as something. We could probably. We have an all close, which is defined as enemy units equals all close. All close is, how's all close done here? So we check for a ground. Yeah, so we check for a unit that's ground in here. So we go melee, if all close. Nope, sorry. This is all close. So we do an all close here. Rasper said, how did he say he would have done it? The idea here is if you have a close ground enemy, then we worry about ensuring the gate is blocked. So he checks if there's a close ground enemy. And so we probably want to take it from the position from the gatekeeping position. So we could just say close ground enemy equals. So we can go back and we're like, okay. Gatekeep. Can we just say something like, wait, how is this? This is important. Actually, the important thing to know is, how is gatekeeper I have to remember how is gatekeeper called. So it's only checked under attack. So as long as there's no under attack. Could we pass the threat detection? No. You're gonna want to actually you're gonna want to make it modular. So we're gonna have to want to say something like we're gonna want to do something like Okay, we're gonna want to do something like, I was just making sure I was actually online in Discord. I just realized my camera was off in Discord. So let's say close enemy. Any close? Any close equals. Oh, that's actually kind of what I want. That's actually true. But I only need to check for ground units. Get units in range. What's the let's see if we can find the stuff for go Eris. Because we only need ground units because it's irrelevant if there's air units flying over us. So we need to find ground units. Get all enemy. Get all ground. Oh, get enemy ground. So get enemy ground. So if we go get enemy ground. So this goes enemy in range. Unit range. So this goes unit range, and then this is like, oh, this is query. Maybe we can do we actually don't need to do a filter. I think the filter is not necessary. We can actually, there's no need to filter. And then we actually can say something like, it's Control J. Nope, it is not Control J. Control L. What is it again? Just to call the what is the windsurf? So I don't need the chat mode. I need it to use. Maybe I do a quick search with windsurf. How do you call the in editor AI? We'll just do a quick search for that. Can't remember the hotkey. I remember from Copilot. It says Control L. Huh. Is it Control L? Nope. Whoops. That is not it. Can I do the query tree as get? Can we just do something like, instead of query tree equals bot dot mediator get all ground units? How does this go again? Get enemy ground. Get enemy ground. Enemy ground units. Enemy ground. Yeah, get enemy ground. Okay. So get enemy ground. Start point from the gatekeeper. This is actually, yeah, we want it from gatekeeper. Get enemy units in range. Start point, gatekeeper, distance 3, query bot, get enemy ground, and return as dict. Yeah, return false as dict. We don't need to be a dictionary. Okay, I think this is so we have any close, and then we can go distance to gate is that. And then we can go be like, if any close. So if there's any close, we wanted to attack that close unit, perhaps. What is it suggesting? If distance to gate is da 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 da. So if there's any close, we want to attack that close unit. Actually, we can actually reduce this distance. We should actually make this distance like 5. And so what we'll do, if there's no close unit, we'll have it move outside. No. So if there's a close unit, we're going to want it to move to the position. What we actually want to do. We don't want it to move to the position and then hold position. That's actually fine. We don't need to attack anything because as long as it's in the position, it'll be fine. So we'll go like, if any close, hold position true. And then we want to be like else, just what? Else move short, like away from the position. So we can have it like a gate. So we go like this. Maybe, so what we'll do is like we'll go else. Or maybe we actually, so what we'll do is actually we'll just double check. Yeah, so we actually probably still have to do this. And then we'll go like this, and then we'll go like that. Yeah, we can keep that. And then we can go like else. You know, if there's no, actually, we don't need to do that. That is not what we want to do. Move. We don't want it to move away from the gate. So we'll say something like, if any close, move. If there's any close. Oh, we didn't use the distance to gate. I'll figure out how to use that in a second. So it was like, if there's any close, move to the position. And if there isn't any close, we need you to move away from the position. So I'm going to say if there's any close, and so we'll say if there's any close, else gate dot move. Can we just say like oh my god, please stop blocking me. So gate, we'll say like gate position minus, how can we say this? Can we say like minus X and Y? Like minus point, how can we say it again? Minus, or it's like minus, how's it go? 0.2? Yeah, so it's like minus 0.11. Will this work like that? And then it doesn't really need to hold position. So you want to say if you're, well, let's find out if this works first, and then we'll kind of clean this up, because you also don't want it to be constantly spamming this move. There might be an easier way of doing this. Let's see. Because, yeah, we want it to be like, okay, if there's no enemy units, move away from the gate. But we don't want it to go too far. Because if it goes too far, then it won't get there in time. So it just needs to go, just one away. This might be a little weird because you don't want it to, because the direction of which this gate can be any direction. So let's see what it does though. If it does this, then we have to create a zealot. So I guess that's another thing I can't do with the we'll create one zealot. Create one zealot. Uh-oh. It broke. It broke. Uh-oh. It broke. And I think it broke because of how we used the I don't think it liked how we used that if any close, or how the any close is defined. Oh, it's Control I. That's how we do it. Okay. Let's do a quick review, please. What did it say? Let me analyze this code. The code is using a method called get units in range from the bot's media. Find enemy. Should get 5 point. Okay. A little hot in here. Just double check how it's used. While it's doing that, but how is it? How was this being used again? So this is like, else if distance to gate is greater than 15, move gatekeeper position. He doesn't do a hold position. I would use hold position. What's happening here? What's happening? It's doing a bunch of thinking. Interesting. So what does it say? It's like, okay. Oh, did I not import query tree? No, query tree is 100% imported. It has to be imported because then I wouldn't be able to use it somewhere else. Option 1, using query tree recommended. Any close bot meteor get units in range. I used that. Okay, I did that wrong. So it should actually be. So I should actually use it is unit query type enemy ground. There, that should work. Okay, that should work. Now that we have enemy ground, then we're gonna want to the logic here. This is not the most elegant solution because so we're like, okay. For gate and gatekeeper, if there's any close unit, and if the gate distance to is greater than 1, move to that position. So we want to say if it's greater than 1, move to the position. And then we might want to say like if it's something, you might want to be like if gate dot distance it's actually less than 1. Okay. Let's see if I create a 1 zealot, if it will freak out. Okay, didn't freak out. So that's good news. Is this the right spot though? Oh, I see. We have a problem. So yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Okay, so how do we want to do this? Maybe two away. This is not, that's not very, this is not, of course, very, this is not very flexible. Right? Is there a way we could do it where we're like, okay, like a 1 away from the distance of which you're facing? No. We say 0.2 minus 1 from the distance unit is facing. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? What if we want to say something? You know what? Let me ask this AI my plight and see what it thinks. While that loads up. It's like we want to have the unit face just, we actually only want it to take 1 step back from the distance towards the base, right? We only want to take 1 step back towards our natural, really. We only need to do it 1 step towards the natural. So 1 step towards the natural. So I need to figure out what the best way to do that would be. You just need to take one step in the direction towards the natural. And gate dot move minus 0.2 actually moves oops, actually I need to be paying attention here. What's going on? So let's create one zealot. So is this zealot not gonna do anything? Okay, see what happens if we create one zergling. Create two zergling. Create two zerg. Huh. It's not did we break it? So if any close unit, if gate distance position else um okay. Let's try that again. Maybe that's maybe something. Let's put this back to 1. What did it say? Direction to the gate position minus gate position. Direction equals gate position minus. What does it do here? Calculate the vector from the gate to the gatekeeper position. Interesting. Okay. What is it? So it's like you can calculate. So it's like calculate the direction vector from the gate's position to the gatekeeper position. Normalize the direction vector to 1. This will make the gatekeeper move 1 distance towards a natural when no enemies are close. How? That's not the natural's. Oh, hold on. What is it saying here? So direction equals gate position minus void division by 0. Gate direction equals normalized. I don't know if that's gonna work, but I would willing to try that out. I'll test it. Because what I was thinking I would do is actually I'd probably just get the natural's position, and then like, it's like, where's our natural? Yeah, so like, bought that natural expansion. So I'm like, you wouldn't use bot dot natural expansion. Create one zealot. Okay. That didn't work. So if gate position direction equals bot natural expansion minus gate position. Let's okay, that's interesting. I could work with this. How are you doing, KE? Keeper. So we just go actually for here. Okay. Okay, that looks right. Oh, I see. You know what? It's this if statement actually is not working. This if statement is throwing it off. I didn't realize. Because it's not actually. So actually, let's do this. Let's get rid of this if statement. I think it's okay to spam the move command. It'll be fine. So what we can actually do is you discovered it 4 months ago. Sir. Ooh, thank you. I'm called a sir. I discovered 4 months ago, and I love it. I'm enthusiastic about the community. I love building maps. I currently can't publish due to exploit that stopped it, unfortunately. Well, my friend, I am not. I am. Well, welcome first to playing StarCraft 2, and then second of all, map building is in itself a whole different discipline. Right now, you've caught me building bots, not maps, but bots. So let's actually add back a zealot. It is not correct. I mean, I feel that way about bot making. I have to obviously make sure I don't get myself, because this can be addicted, right? You can be trying to work on this all the day, away from the gatekeep position. Gatekeep, pause. 1 square in the direction of the natural expansion. Let's go around to you. I am based in Toronto, Canada. At least for now, anyways. What's it deciding here? In the UK, must be late there for you. Direction bot naturalize, natural expansion minus gatekeep position. I thought so. Gate keep position. Hi, Vlad. Hi. First time commenting. Since we are vibe coding, why Python and not something like C++ and Rust in terms of memory, CPU usage, and performance? Mainly because a lot of the frameworks, a lot of the resources for bot making are in Python, and also a lot of stuff related to robotics, which is something I'm very interested in, or is also related to Python. So Python and C++. C++ is on my list. Right now, we kind of make do with a lot of containers for C++ and Scythe on it to keep up that speed. So yeah. So Python is just for what I want and what I would like to see, like what I think I'd like to build. Python is where I want to be. And again, like robotics is something that's I'm very much interested in. Python is when it comes to coding anyways, when the coding element, obviously robotics has its own OS, but in the coding aspect, Python is a big deal. So Python and C++ are the standard here. I feel like I've seen you before, Vlad. I'll just take this. That is a good question, though. All right, let's see if this worked. If your voice is a bit familiar, we might have talked to Clubhouse 2021. Oh, no. I don't think I didn't use Clubhouse when it was popular. I wasn't cool enough to get in. But Vlad, though, I was saying, Vlad, I've seen him popped up around here and now and again. And those of you who have been looking to get started, by the way, there's an exclamation mark template. You can get yourself a template. I got an easy to start template to get your own bot started. Actually, looks like it's oh, there we go. The bot is here. It is home. The bot is back. Create one. Okay. I actually don't know if this is working. You know what? Screw this map. This map is terrible. I should take this out of the rotation, but I think that map is absolutely terrible. Let's try different. Let's do it in a different map, because I can't even tell where it's supposed to be in that map. We're gonna have to end soon. Maybe in about 15 minutes. I'm gonna come to an end, but I think we might have solved it, so that might be good news. So we'll see in a second. Oh my god, I just realized this map again. Oh my god, I hate this map. This map makes me so frustrated. Different map, please. How can fans like my people support your work? Do you sell anything? Do you have a Discord? Oh my god, KE, you are so fantastic. That is so there is a join button here on YouTube. That's one way. And look, you're just looking to support the join button. You can do super thanks here. Those are a great way to support. If you are like, we have a membership, but that's like, it's like exclamation mark join. Does this work? So the easiest and the cleanest way is you know, do the, hold on. Okay, this map. Good. All right. Right now, so the Discord, all my Discords and stuff, members only. It's just one of those things. But if you want to be a member, you can fill out a little join stuff. And I'm looking for people who want to help build, like, who want to seriously build. If you want to seriously build bots together and work on projects together, join the membership. If not, obviously the best, easiest way to support, you just want to, like, hey, you know what, I'm gonna throw you some dollars, let's work out, like, thing. The join button here on YouTube, somewhere on this thing, will let you do that. And then there is the super chats. But the join button is better than the super chats because I like that. Okay. Create one zealot. I can't tell if that worked. Maybe we need to tell it to move 2. Maybe 1 is not enough. Maybe we need to move 2 squares. Okay, let's try 2 squares. Let's try 2. Let's see if this works. Maybe should have done, maybe just done 3. Okay, let's just do 2 now. Let's do 2, maybe 3. I think it works. It looks like it works. We may want to do 3 just in case, so it just gives a little bit of breathing room for larger units. I don't know if, you know, if we want to do like a whole crazy test thing on every aspects of it. You know, sometimes you just gotta toss on the ladder and say, hey, baby, you're ready to go. Create one zealot. Let's see. Oh, I think this worked. Let's see when it builds. So while this builds, let's talk a little bit. We'll get to have a little bit of fun while we talk. So QKE, you're in the UK. I like the UK. UK is fun. Ooh, I think it worked. It looks like it worked. Oh my gosh, it looks like it worked. Well, the standing outside of the thing worked. You might have to do 3, just so it's a little safer, but I think the probes can move. I think the probes can move between this. Like, this looks like probes can move here. And so what we need to test in short order is if it gets triggered if a bad unit comes by. Okay, so this looks like it can move past. We'll see. Like, what can move past here or not. We may want to do 3. Oh, what is going on? Cheese reaction. Oh, goodness gracious. What happened? Oh, I know what happened. Oh my God. Oh, I'm not fixing that today. So there was like a patch on StarCraft 2, and then it breaks stuff in the game. Oh, mercy. It's fine. We just have to replay it again. I'm not fixing that today, and I don't feel like digging into the things. Map making. Well, the map makers, there's a map makers Discord. Let's see if I can find that for you. Because if you're going to be map making, as much as I would be like, you know what, I'm the guy that you need to talk to, I am not the map makers person. Let me get you to Discord for the map makers, because if you're a map maker, they are your people. They are your people. So this is the map makers Discord. These people will help you way out. They are the people to talk to. I am just a bot maker, making bots that play and with the goal to win. So I am not that person. I am making a bot. But if you want those map makers, that Discord link is where you want to go. If you want to talk about making bots, I am your guy. I will give. I have. Oh snap! Did it broke again? Am I actually gonna have to fix this today? Oh my god! I don't want to do that right this minute. Maybe I can just barrel through this. It's always such a pain. And it's because there's an update to there was an update to StarCraft 2 and one of the IDs is missing in the API, so it causes it to crash when it ever comes looking for it. And so I have to go modify my StarCraft files, and it's like actually a bit of a pain. And I don't want to do that right now on stream because you have limited time. We're gonna call it a day soon. I just don't want to do that right now. One could argue that I'm obviously losing more time with the crashes, but we'll say if it crashes one more time. I just want to know if the probes can sneak through. That's it. So if the probes can sneak through, then this is good. This is Gucci. We're doing good. We just want to make sure probes can sneak through. Please build one more building and then show me if you can move through. If it can move through, then well, Ratosh, I actually hired somebody to do that. So we actually have someone, he's working on the maps right now, and they should be finished. I think Crypt has to test them and then they're ready to be used in the ladder, but I haven't followed up with them. I've been working on probots. I haven't had time to. Okay, here we go. Moment of truth. Can the probe go past this zealot while it's here? We will have to find out. Because I don't want to, like, we can do 3, but I think that might be a bit too much. Let's find out. Someone try to go through. But the distance looks good. That looks like a good distance. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. Probes can move through. Probes can move through. We got probe movage. Now, larger units will not be able to move through here. So, like, Archons will struggle. And other large units, specifically Archons, that's what we have here. Maybe Immortals will be able to get through. But realistically, the unit shouldn't be moving through. So, if this is done right. Okay, so now we need to know if this will close when a unit approaches. Okay, well. No, where are you going? Come back. He left. No. Okay, so 50% there. That was 50%. Is this a rush bot? It is a rush. Okay, so we need to check our stuff here. So actually, what did we distance to gate? What did we using here? What was the original coding? Distance to gate. If distance to gate is greater than 15, move to. Oh, he just used the distance to gate as a float instead of here. So actually, I did. What was this? Direction length. So I did if gate distance to. So actually, it could have been like distance to gate if. Because I could go what I could do is, oh, and I don't like this being a capital distance to gate. Okay. Okay, that kind of works. So if distance to gate is greater than 1, gate move there. So it's any close. So we need to test if the any close is working. Can we just do a print statement? We'll just maybe do a print. And we'll go like print any close. So yeah, we'll just see if it recognizes if something is close. Because get mediator, get PVZ. Oh, what is this? Hold on. This is not right. Oh no, that is right. Sorry, that is right. Get units in range. This is right. Start point is da 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 da. Maybe I don't want to do this. Oh my god. Oh, someone's giving me all the hearts. You are fantastic, all of you. You are fantastic. All the spamming of the hearts. Forgot what was the link. There was a link. I wanted to. Give me a sec. What was it again? It was. My brain just froze. Streamlabs. So exclamation mark support. I think is it support. You know how I got to your page? I heard of map hacking, seeing through the fog of war, and I decided to research what that is. I don't know how I came up from that. I mean, I guess technically we can see through the fog of war because our bots don't really need to see that. Well, they can't see through the fog of war, but they can see things that humans cannot see. Right, one zealot. So let's create 2 Zergling 2. Okay, so it does see them. It does see them. So let's maybe increase the distance by 10. It's like we can see it. So it's like it saw the Zerglings, which is good. It saw the Zerglings. Oh, yeah. You're talking about speed mining, which I guess in a way is a bit of a hack. It's if you were like a robot. Oh, it's exclamation mark YouTube. I'm gonna actually put exclamation mark support. It's probably better. Now let's try exclamation mark support. There we go. Okay. So good news is it prints if there's anything close, it works. Bad news is, or actually there's no bad news. The bad news is I don't know if it works or not yet. So I think we're gonna get a pretty good trial here. We're gonna have. Is there any of your tweaks allowed? No, absolutely not. Okay, you can. I should actually say you can do speed mining, but it's like virtually impossible for a human to do it for an extended period of time. You can do it for in the beginning. Pros players have figured out how to do it, and so it's not necessarily an exploit. It's just, you know, for bots, it's a ton more easier to do than for a human. I always struggle with this idea, right? Should bots be allowed to use their capabilities that humans cannot use when they play in StarCraft 2, right? I had this like it was a pure shower thought where I'm like, where do you draw the line of where a bot should be able to do things that humans can't do in the game? Like, if they have the ability to do it, they should do it. I don't think there's any reason they shouldn't do it. But people are like, well, it's not fair. Like, okay, but it's a bot. It has the power to do unfair things. Oh, it crashed. Fuck me. You know, it has the power to do unfair things. It's not a human. You're playing against a bot. That is just, and I guess what it is, people, is like they want to know that they have the capability to beat the bot. And if the bot has the, you know, if the AI has the ability to use all the powers that are outside of the human capability, then the human has no chance of beating it, I guess, is the argument for those who want to see the bots restricted. Because you want to think that a human has the capability. But like, let's say this bot was to become Skynet. It's not gonna like give itself a handicap. Skynet ain't gonna wait for you. You know, if Skynet decides it's coming down on you, it's not gonna play with one hand down its back. It's gonna come with the full power of its compute powers to lay bare across all humanity. So, like, maybe we should be prepared to fight the AI at its full power. I don't know, maybe. I don't really know if I don't really think there's a right or wrong answer. I think it's just a personal philosophy for any individual. I guess some people would state if you're going to do an official competition against humans, it should be restricted, but I don't know how I feel. Okay, maybe I'm gonna have to fix this today because it keeps crashing, and I'm gonna have to do this right now. It's so annoying. I don't want to do this like a second. So now I have to find I have to go look up my notes because I don't remember where to find it. Oh my god. With the risk of sounding ignorant, I'll ask, are there some practical applications of your work or a goal towards achieving something specific? Apologies if it's too blunt a question or rude. Applications in what way? You mean like real world applications, or like am I aiming to something right now? Like, if you can elaborate, I can answer your question better. Okay, let's see. Oh. I had to move him a little bit manually. I should maybe use 3. Yeah, I probably should do 3 instead of... Let's do 3 for him. Just give it a little bit more breathing room. So let's use 3. I don't even know what I'm asking. It's all hot. Hot chick might ask, so what do you do? Skanky voice, lols. So the practical application, I would say, is that these AI, like in my, my experience, like AI is actually, making an AI bot can actually mimic some of the layers in robotics. So I'm fascinated by robotics, and so without having to, like, obviously the most important part. Actually, let me think of my words carefully. Building a bot in StarCraft 2, other than the fun value, has real world applications where you could layer it upon a lot of the skills. Oh, come back. Did it see it? Did it see it? I can't tell if it saw it or not. Okay, I'm gonna have to like put it here manually. Oh, he didn't really move. I mean, this is working as it's intended, but... Oh, I guess it is kind of working. Oh, they made a new one. Cool. Question is, will this let's create 2 Zerglings. Okay, it kind of worked. I think it worked. I think it's worked. Okay. We'll do one more test just to confirm, and then we can actually call this quits. I think that's done. And I won't actually have to fix the crashing problem. Okay, so to answer your question, aside from the sheer joy and fun of making a bot for StarCraft 2, there's practical applications in real world because there are similarities with computer vision and modularization when it comes to like robotics. Obviously the key difference is there's no interface here with a physical robot, but there's a lot of things you can learn from making an AI on a game, StarCraft or otherwise, and how to make autonomous systems operate. And that's something that really fascinates me. And so if I was to say my specific objective is to bridge the gap between that through tutorials and teaching people and figuring out how to really make one that wins. A side objective is to make bots that can beat humans. That is, I would say, my ideal objectives. Aside from like, no, that was actually, I'm gonna say that's my key objective, is to make a bot that can beat humans. And that's why I kind of gear the membership as anyone who wants to work on that and build those skills, like seriously, to work on that seriously. Hit me up, hit up. Oh my god, it keeps breaking. No, I am not fixing this today. I'm not working on that today. I don't care. Keep crashing. Yeah, I'm not fixing this fucking breaking thing today. I don't care. You can crash all at once. I don't have the energy to go look for. I have to go dig through and find the code to replace it with, and it's just, oh my god. Uh, uh, uh. Okay, so let's see. Oh my god, it's this stupid map. Why do you hate me? Whatever, I just need to test. Create one zealot. This could be actually a piss poor test. I hate this map so much. Interesting. I'm interested in building a robot. I can say much about it publicly, but I think of it as something between a coffee maker with function / air fryer or like a printer type thing. That is so vague. I don't even know where to begin. I will need help to build this as it needs a sequence of tasks programmed. Wow. There's there's just skills that are crossover. In terms of playing around with computer, being computer vision. Oh shit, I have a meeting soon. Okay, I won't have time to one last test. Okay, one last test. Let's do it. Create one zealot. You know, when I said 3, this doesn't look very this looks pretty close to where, let's see where it builds it though. We'll see. Maybe it's not. And it looks like really in the heart of it. Maybe I need to do it more than that. Should I have like an infinite money? Yeah, look at that. That's actually really close in there. Oh, where are you going? Okay. Okay, I was still able to build. Maybe it needs to be 1 still, or 2, or 5. Okay, so we just need to tweak this. I can't actually do this. I'm gonna be like a to do, tweak this so it works on any app. Okay, so that's our to do. Okay, that is, let's do we want to commit that for now? Let's say like added gatekeeper logic. To allow units to pass through. Perfect. Let's commit that for now. And then we'll do like a fix next time because we just have to tweak it. It's not that big deal. Okay, let's get ready to close out, everybody. Okay, that's it. We're come to the end of today's session. Hopefully you had a good time and we got to work out to make this bot work. pretty close. I think we maybe one more session. One more session, we should be able to get it, and then we have to go back to the um finishing the cannon rush. Anyways, Probot's coming back, so if those of you who are on the ladder, be prepared for that. Make sure you get into that section and get the ladder locked. Actually, speaking of which, I need to double check to make sure. Make sure the ladder locked. And then oh yes, okay. So if you need a template, you want to get started yourself, exclamation template and exclamation template. And if you're watching later on in the VOD, just go into the description. You'll find it there for yourself to get yourself a your own template and get started. And if you want to go even further, be sure to join my newsletter, because in that newsletter, I go over how to make a smarter bot. All the things that I learn, everything that I learned, I put in that newsletter. Usually it comes bi-weekly, and I go over the things that help make better bots, from observations, from research, all that cool stuff. So join up in the newsletter. And if you're not already subscribed, you clearly should be subscribed. I don't see any reason why you shouldn't be subscribed. Other than that, same bat time, same bat channel. This week, Bits of Code comes out. Oh my god, I'm so excited for you all to see Bits of Code. It comes out this Thursday. So, and if you're a channel member, you get to see it right now. But this Thursday, Bits of Code comes out for everybody, and there's a lot of work that went into it. I love it. And I hope that you love it as much as I did. Okay. You also fantastic. I love you. Have a great night. And happy coding. Happy bot coding, babies. Woo, you guys are the best. Am I go. Oh, I forgot to say that I'm back here 5:30 p.m. Eastern next Monday. So don't forget, I'm here 5:30 p.m. next Monday. So be back here.